Hello everybody and welcome back to Kinlaig on the Highland Fishing Expansion. So we are just going to go deliver a load of fish food. It's a bit of a problem. We ran out of canola and wheat in our storage. So I was thinking of giving the chickens the last bit of our wheat, but if we move on another month, we should be okay, because then the barley will be able to harvest and that can go straight into the chickens instead. Because by the time we get this up to our to our young fish factory, we should then be able to have a look to see how much the chickens actually need. Because we have the fantastic animal food mod, which tells you how much they eat a day, and then how much they will need, how much food they'll need for the year to survive. Well, survive, to get through. Obviously, they can't. They can't die in without having the realistic livestock model. Right, let's pull this in here. Straps off, and we'll leave the rest of that there. So, whoopsie! I forgot that I was on me front loader. I'm now dropping the front loader off. Right, let's put that on. Drive forward, put that off. There's a lot of weight on the back there. Right, here. Ooh. So, if we just want to go and put a little bit of weight in, just to make sure that we can get through till next month. So, let's just put that on. And I think it's this barn that we're putting all our crops in, and it was the far barn, I believe, is what we put. Was it onions in there? So let's go wheat. I think I put far too much in there, but it's all right. We can always just empty it back out if need be. But, well, to be fair, we need canola to do our fish food factory, so I might as well just put all of that in there. And then if we have a look, sheep are fine, cows are fine, so I believe we can move on. And I might as well keep this trailer on, because it's the barley field down here, and then we'll have to get in the combine and go get that cut. So yeah, we're on the final stretch really now. So not much further to go. Those bales probably want to be put into that trigger as well at some point. So it's not this one, but there is weeds in there now. Okay, we'll have to get rid of those weeds as well in this episode. So there should be a gate up here. So we also need to bear in mind that we need space to put the header trailer. So if we leave this here for now, I'm sure that farmer won't mind us blocking his gateway. Let's go into this. Hey, look at that, and the sprayer's right behind us. So let's put that on. Hey, 1,500 litres of herbicide in there. How have I messed this up so badly? Uh-oh. Right, let's just get ourselves out. Like so. So yeah, we'll go, and if we just have a look on the map just to make sure I haven't missed any others. Yeah, so field 22, weeds, and that is it. And then obviously this sprayer will be able to put it back for good. I would say this spray is about the right size for what we need. You know, so jobs that don't take too long to do, but then it's not obscenely large as well, if that makes sense. All right, we have used quite a lot of herbicides in that field, to be fair, but it's all done. Let's just double check. Yeah, all done. That blank bit in there we had set a worker off many episodes ago now to plough that off, and then we decided, or well, I say we, then I decided that we'll change it and put oilseed radish in, so that's why there are no weeds there. Is this mucky enough to wash, or can we put it straight back? I think that's just going to go straight back into the shed as is, because the benefit that we have now is once we start harvesting, there'll be no drilling to do. So with no drilling, there'll be no weeds. But right, let's try slide this back into here, which is proving a bit harder than what I... Oops. Oh dear. Right, let's find... Did I not have the... Well, I'll use this instead then, because we need to put some hay bales. We'll put those bales into the cows. And then this will definitely need a big wash off, because it is blathered. But right, if we put these two like so... Let's just narrow those tines a bit. And we should be able to get these both in. Number one. Now number two. So that should push that one in for us like so. And there we go. So we will just have to keep an eye, I'd imagine. Let's go get some more hay down here. We'll go get it from our barn on the right hand side, because I imagine we will need more, before this series comes to an end, so we can grab 4 from here. So we'll put these 4 I should say, we'll put them just there, which it's not the most ideal because the way they're stacked, if it rains it won't do the bales any good at all. Let's just get this washed off, and then I think we should be able to move on, and next month will mean that we can start harvesting the barley. I was watching the other day, is it Andrew from Farm Theory? He was trying to unload a trailer of bales with pallet tines. It's a lot easier in Farm Sim than it looks to be in real life to do that is for certain, because he was having to get underneath them and then try not to get any of the strings caught, otherwise it caused problems. I think in the end he had to push them all, well, push a few of them off the trailer. But right, that is now washed and done. Let's have a quick look. So cows are fine, chickens have more than enough to get through, sheep are fine. Productions, obviously we have no onions, that sawmill is completely empty, there's no wood there. There is a load of wood in there though, so we could transfer that into there, but anyways, offshore's fine, which is where the young fish breeding, they can now continue. Oh no, we want these on distributing. So that was a good thing, we found that out. Stonemasons, big stones going in, small fish food. Has canola in, just needs, has canola in, has soybeans in. So that just needs wheat in it. So if we, if we get what the remaining bit of wheat out of our storage, we can put that in there, and then at least it will give us something to go at, won't it? Let's go this way. I don't use this tracker nearly as much as what I should do. But right. In here, please. Oh, there's only 2,145, but it's better than nothing. Now let's try, can we get it in this way? Yes. So let's tip that in. Which that should now have that going again, that's distributing, so that's good. The quarry's got plenty of water. The potato factory has no potatoes, and the oil mill is completely out. So right, we'll go take this back to where it was. Leave that there, and then we can move on and get harvesting. And good morning everybody. So let's just get this header trailer out, because I forgot we couldn't get it in with well, you could drive it forward with the combine, but then you couldn't get the combine back out. So anyways, let's get this to the field, which to be fair probably works out a bit better for us, so that we may not cause as much damage. So we just go wide and in, and then we'll just go down this right hand side of the field. Don't take too much crop out, because obviously we do have crop destruction on. I tell you what, you wouldn't want a bigger header, would you, at all? Right, so let's leave that there, and let's find the combine. So this is your door. See, the only thing I don't like about these doors is they slide in front of one another, so you do have to close one to open the other. Right, let's now make our way down to the barley field, and we'll get it cut. And we're gonna chop the straw, because I don't really need the bales. So, and for the money that they'll give us, it's not really worth it, I don't think. And that's the final little bit, so I think we will have about 85% of a trailer, I'm going to guess. Which, it's nice that it is all fitted into here just perfectly. We'll go drop the header. We'll go drop the header off. Where's my barley? Oh, that's not a good sign, is it? But anyways, we'll drop the header off first, which we didn't do that at all well. It's dancing, look at it go. Right, let's drop this into the back, because we put the last two loads in the front. Yeah, so I'm saying about 85%. Oh, I could be very wrong here. It could be more like 90 now. 91% of a trailer. So we'll get that auger back in, and then we can fold it all up. And let's just have a look. I believe we won't have any other fields ready to go. Yeah, so here, if we go, this is a canola field, so that's still got 2 months to go. What about this one up here? Oh, 1 month. So the oats will be ready to go next month. I think this is a wheat field, so that's still got 2 months to go. What's this one? 2 months. And then the potatoes, they are 3 months. No, more than 3 months. Five months. They've got ages to go to. We can lift them. And look at the difference in the ground. In the weather. Over there's not so bad. Over there, oh dear. Right. So as long as everything's fine again, I think we can move on a month and make our way to go harvest the oat field. So we are going to put a load of this barley into here so we can get this filled up, and then that means we can forget about it for a little while. I should really sort something out with the ground there, because it's not the greatest for driving around. But anyways, let's hopefully fill that. Well, no, definitely we'll fill all that up, and that means we can pull straight into here. and tip this in. And whilst this is tipping, I think we will speed up time because it's what is it, 5:40 in the morning. Let's just have a quick look. Growth, so that's ready. Animals, the chickens are fine, they're all fine. And productions, the young fish thingy, that's fine. Stonemason's fine. That is out of canola and wheat, so can't do anything there. Soybeans, there's absolute loads. Water, that's out of potatoes, that's out of everything. That's nicely stopped back up again. Yeah, so I think let's just speed up time and we will see you when we're in July. Slight problem, press the wrong button, so we are now at 1 minute past 5 in July, so which is absolutely fine because obviously time won't move on now. Look at our trees. Which trees are these that have grown, that were first growth stage? Pines. It's a shame we won't be able to do anything with these. I want to. Oh, there's a branch there. Shame we won't be able to do much with this, but it's nice to know that any farms, well, whoever takes on the farm after us, there is some good infrastructure there for them. So by my reckoning, this should be ready to harvest. Brilliant. So let's jump into here, and we're going to have to drive on the crop again. Which, oops, didn't do that very well. And then we may have to do what we did last time by reversing the combine in. That seemed to be the best way. The best way to get in, although again it will cause a bit of damage. Which, in real life, yes, you're flattening it down, but you would be able to drop the header low enough and you'd be able to scoop it all back up again. So you do lose out a bit more in the game than what you would do in real life. Right, let's get that unfolded. Let's find these wheelings here to hopefully make a bit less. Right. Let's attach that on, and if we go back on this route, and it's now cut forward, means we won't make as much mess as what we have done. And yeah, I think if we do one lap round the headland to begin with, we can go from there. We shouldn't be full, I wouldn't have thought. So you can tell that it rained in the interim, or at least I believe. I'm going to put that down for the reason, because we do have the biggest engine in here, but we've just been seriously struggling for power. So the only thing I can think is it's due to the ground. So, but anyways, right, let's reverse down here and put the header back onto the header trailer. I don't believe there's anything else to harvest today. But let's put that. Oops, I've done the same again, throwing it right over the side. Is it going to do its dancing now? Yeah, there we go. It's like what those cars in America where they bounce up and down on the suspension. It's sort of like that. But right, let's just have a look. Yeah, so we're going to have 3 fields to go at in next month. But right, with that done, I think we'll call it there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.